Petrov's defense, classical attack, Jaenisch, main line, 9-0-0. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Sharp games are frequently the result of starting with the king's pawn, since it dominates the center and frees up the bishop and queen on the light squares. A typical answer is e5, which builds a position in the middle, controls d4, and frees up the queen and bishop on the dark square. The move nf3 advances the knight toward the center, engages the e5 piece in combat, and sets up a castle. Petrov's defense immediately attacks white's unprotected e4 pawn, while ignoring black's unprotected e5 pawn. It is excellent. Nx e5 places the knight in the center, where it has influence over many crucial squares, and takes the undefended e5 pawn. It is ideal. d6 attacks the knight on e5 and allows the light-squared bishop to develop. It is best. nf3 returns the attacked knight back to the f3 square, where it supports the d4 square and fights for the e5 square. It is best. Nx e4 captures the e4 pawn and places the knight in the center of the board, where it controls many important squares. It is best. d4 takes space in the center, controls the e5 and c5 squares and allows the dark-squared bishop to develop. It is best. d5 takes space in the center, defends the knight on e4 and controls the c4 square. It is best. bd3 develops the bishop, attacks the knight on e4 and prepares castling. It is best. nc6 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the d4 pawn and controls the e5 square. It is excellent. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling kingside tends to be safer because the king is further from the center. By growing a bishop from its initial square, this activates it. It is ideal. c4 takes space in the center, attacks the d5 pawn and prepares to develop the queen's knight behind the c pawn. It is best. nb4 attacks the bishop on d3. It is excellent. b2 avoids the piece exchange by retreating the bishop to safety. It is an inaccuracy. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. It is best. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. By doing this, a bishop moves out of its beginning square and into the action. This strikes a rival knight. This is an equal trade. This is the only good move. Backs off. The knight is now on a square that is more secure. The rook is now on an open file, which helps control squares across the board. By growing a bishop from its initial square, this activates it. It is the final book action. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. It is quite good. Recaptures. It is ideal. This may succeed in winning a bishop. It is incorrect. This exchange is fair. It is ideal. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. That's a decent move. That's good. This protects an underdefended pawn that is under attack. This is the only move that works. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a bishop. It is a great move. This exchange is fair. It is ideal. Backs off. This poses a threat to strike a knight. It is ideal. This poses a risk of winning a pawn. It is ideal. This makes it impossible for the adversary to gain a pawn. It is quite good. Thus, a knight is lost. It is incorrect. It was open season on that knight. It is ideal. Very precise. It is best. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Recaptures. It is best. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players.